Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to practical tips number 2, a small series where I share actual practical tips that may seem simple, but once you apply them to your life, you can make a really big change. So if you follow me on Instagram, I have been making a whole highlight filled with tips and virtues and benefits and resources and all this stuff on how to get better concentration in your prayer. So if you want a more in-depth look at that, go on my Instagram. It's right there. You can read it. But if you're someone who's struggling to focus in prayer, I've talked about this before in a lot of my other episodes of course, learning the meaning, taking time with yourself and whatnot. Again, that's a lot of more comprehensive, more deeper talk. And so I have had those episodes. And then again, you can also go on my Instagram and I have highlights just filled with talking about that stuff in depth. But one of the smaller tips that I want to give you that is, you may not hear a lot, is before you pray, literally let it all out. You want to run around the house. You want to just think about everything. Just think about it and then get up and pray. I feel like we don't talk about this enough. Whatever you're doing and whatever you're thinking about before you pray is going to be on your mind while you pray. So if you just sat here and you just watched TikTok for like an hour and a half, take like 5 minutes to regroup yourself and be like, okay, I'm definitely overstimulated. I just watched, an hour worth of TikToks. Let all that just flow and go. And then when you're truly, truly ready, get up, go to wudu and pray. So one of the things that really helps me when my brain is just everywhere when I'm praying is I genuinely stop for a second. If I'm in sujood, I will that's it. We're in sujood and I'm going to wait till I'm ready and I'm going to ask myself, are you ready to get up? Are you ready to actually pay attention? Are you ready to focus? Once the answer is yes, I repeat it. So some people, they think, oh, well, you know what? I already started my prayer and my brain was somewhere else in the first 2 rakahs. So I'm going to let my brain continue to wander and inshallah, next prayer I'll fix it. But the best way to get in tune while in that prayer is take a moment, stop, take a breather. Okay, are you done thinking about what you wanted to think about? Yes? Okay, now get up and continue your prayer. Sounds simple, sounds like a very basic tip, but all of these tips are very, very small things that if you start putting them into your life, things will get better. So the next time you're praying and you are starting to feel like you're going haywire and you don't even know where your mind is, stop for like a solid 5 seconds in sujood, whatever. Regroup yourself, breathe, take a breath. You are praying in front of Allah. Standing in front of Allah in prayer makes it easy for you in the akhirat. You have a responsibility on you. You're doing something very sacred, very important. This could be your last prayer. So make the most of it. Take a moment, get yourself together. And if you are not just praying yet and you're about to pray, take 5 minutes to get yourself regrouped. Really put that intention in your brain that I'm going to go pray and I'm going to put my entire energy towards it. Ever since I started making those series on my Instagram about concentration and prayer and whatnot, I genuinely feel like it has made me check myself so much every time I pray that there's a certain feeling you get when you pray with proper concentration that is just unrealistic. It's amazing. It's like out of this world. It genuinely feels like every single time you're performing your positions in prayer, it feels like your heart is just getting lighter as you do it. So really focus in on building a better focus while you pray. It starts off with little things. It starts off with small reminders. And so slowly start to instill those things in your brain. Lots of people tend to outsource and do lots of things to feel, better about themselves spiritually. That's great. You should seek knowledge. But sometimes one of the best things that you can do for yourself is focus on the one thing that you do every single day, which is prayer. So put your all towards it, put your best towards it, and make it the best that you ever do. Because you never know which one's your last. Okay? Okay, inshallah, if this benefited you, please let me know how you're enjoying this little practical tip series. I will put a feedback thing on Spotify, inshallah, if I remember. Take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum.